Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. Friends, today's video starts with a simple metaphor. Just like a dog marks its territory to assert dominance, it seems President Trump appears to be doing something similar. The latest example is a federal student loan policy. His newly passed Big Beautiful Bill doesn't just reform student lending, it systematically dismantles decades of programs built under previous presidents. Each removal is more than a cost-saving measure. It's a statement of control and legacy. Let's look at exactly what is changing, which presidential legacies are being undone, and what this means for students, families, and the United States economy. Let's get started. Well, friends, the bill introduces strict new borrowing caps. For graduate students, it is $20,500 per year or $100,000 a lifetime. For medical and law students, it is $50,000 per year or $200,000 for a lifetime. And for the Parent Plus loans, it is $20,000 per year or $65,000 lifetime per student. One of the most symbolic eliminations is the Grad PLUS loan created in 2006 under President George W. Bush. This program allowed graduate and professional students to borrow up to the full cost of attendance. It was credit-based but federal, offering stable interest rates and flexible terms. That ends starting July 2026. Also gone, the flexibility of the past repayment plans. Student loan repayment in the US evolved over time. The standard repayment plan and graduated repayment plan came about in the 1960s and 70s during the expansion of the federal loan system. Income contingent repayment or ICR and income-based repayment or IBR began under Bill Clinton in the 1990s and was expanded by George W. Bush and turbocharged under the Barack Obama administration. President Biden added the new SAVE plan in 2023 to make repayment even more affordable. Under Trump's new law, new borrowers after July 1st, 2026 will have only two options: a standard fixed plan that is 10 to 25 years, a new repayment assistance plan or RAP, which is income-based but far less generous, with payment ranging from 1% to 10% of discretionary income. Forgiveness won't come for 30 years under RAP, and most existing IDR plans will be closed off to new borrowers. Well, friends, let me briefly take the opportunity to request you that if you find this breakdown useful, please press the like button. It helps the video to reach more viewers like you who might benefit from it. That said, let's talk about Pell Grant changes. The Pell Grant, introduced in 1972 under President Richard Nixon as the Basic Educational Opportunity Grant and renamed in 1980 to honor Senator Claiborne Pell, also comes under new restrictions. Students with the Student Aid Index, which is SAI, more than twice the Pell Max will no longer qualify. While Pell Grants are being expanded for short-term workforce training, students cannot receive them if other aid covers the full cost of attendance. In effect, this trims eligibility and redistributes aid towards vocational tracks rather than full-time degree programs. A key support feature since the 1990s, economic hardship and unemployment deferments will be abolished for new borrowers. Forbearance will be capped at 9 months in any 24 months window. There is one small positive though. Borrowers will now be allowed to rehabilitate defaulted loans twice instead of once. These changes mean less breathing room for anyone facing job loss, illness, or financial crisis. Trump's bill effectively ends subsidized loans for new borrowers. That means interest will accrue from day one. With tighter caps, students in high-cost fields like medicine or law will need private loans which lack federal protections. The Student Borrower Protection Center estimates that a typical bachelor's degree borrower would pay $3,000 more per year under the new system, and repayment periods could stretch longer even with higher monthly payments. So that kind of makes it a bit more difficult for the students. This isn't just a student issue. There are ripple effects. Default risk rises across the board. With fewer safety nets, more borrowers could fall behind, and access to grad school may shrink, reducing the diversity and talent pool for high-skilled professions. Private lenders gain power while public education becomes hard to afford. And critically, economic mobility declines, the very opposite of what higher education was supposed to create. And in closing, I would say that Trump's big beautiful bill isn't just a budgetary move, it's a symbolic erasure of his predecessors' education policies. Clinton's income-driven repayment, Bush's Grad PLUS, Nixon's foundational Pell Grant system, Obama and Biden's repayment flexibility. He's wiping the slate and putting his name on what's left. But let's be fair. This isn't all politics. Trump is responding to real fiscal pressure. The student loan system as it stands is unsustainable. Tuition has outpaced inflation for decades. Debt loads have become crushing. Something had to change. Still, we have to ask, why are college tuition fees so high in the first place? Until we address that, we are just shifting who carries the burden and increasing the long-term risk. Here's the worry. Are we setting up a future where the US lacks skilled professionals, where innovation, design, and intellectual property development may migrate abroad while we build an economy of low-wage manufacturing jobs? Only time will tell what Trump's intervention will cost. We can extrapolate using economic theory, and doing that right now, the outlook seems not so good. At the same time, rising tuition and debt couldn't continue unchecked. So what is the answer? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this bill a necessary correction or a long-term mistake? Is this bill responding to a genuine problem with the wrong answer? I would like to hear from you. Thanks for watching this video. If you have not subscribed, can you please subscribe and help grow the channel? Please. That brings me to an end of this video. Bye for now.